she keeps doing
This man's name is Tupper Saussy. He's at his home in Sewanee, Tennessee. Tupper Saussy says he has the solution to inflation. He's also written a best-selling book. Oh, and one other thing. Tupper Saussy doesn't pay state and local taxes. That's right, he does not pay. Now, where does a man find the power to get out of taxes? Well, Tupper says it's right in the United States Constitution.
If you choose not to contribute paper money to your local government, state government, you have the blessing of the Constitution.
Tupper's book, The Miracle on Main Street, explains the part of the Constitution he relies on. Article 1, Section 10.
The most important words in the Constitution, I believe the words that bind the Constitution together are those 17 words, no state shall make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts.
That is a pretty simple sentence. Tupper says its meaning is clear. But we don't have gold or silver coins in this country, and our paper money is not backed by gold or silver. So Tupper says he can't pay the state.
What can the court order a judgment to be paid in? The court must look to the law and see what it is bound by, and no state or municipal court can order anyone to pay a debt in anything but gold and silver coin. And that is the point of my book.
Tupper's goal is to make the states pay attention to that part of the Constitution. Now, when Tupper wrote his book, he didn't expect to sell many copies because he didn't think too many people are interested in the Constitution. He was wrong. It's been through 3 printings and has sold 50,000 copies. When it comes to money, people are interested in the Constitution.
The Constitution is a contract that is binding on the government. If you work for government, you have to consult the Constitution before you can do anything. And if the Constitution tells you that you can't make paper a tender in payment of debts, you can't make paper a tender in payment of debts.
Plenty of lawyers agree with Tupper. Larry Beecraft of Huntsville, Alabama, is one.
I believe that Tupper Saussy is right. I not only believe it, I know it, that he is right.
If Tupper Saussy says he can't pay state taxes in paper money, then what does he do? Well, he gives the state something called a public office money certificate, which promises that he'll pay the state if they'll tell him what the money of account of the U.S. is.
The attorneys general of the states do not answer the question. They will not make the determination. Judges have threatened people with contempt of court for submitting these things. Where the judges will not tell what the money of account is. I was in some litigation. The judge refused to tell me what the money of account of the United States was.
People are going in there and they're saying, oh, you know, okay, I'm guilty. I'll pay the fine. Just tell me how to pay the fine. And I mean,
Liz Schultz lives in Huntland, Tennessee.
The judge says, I've told you that I don't have the power to rule and blah, 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 and gives him all this double talk. And the guy will go, well, yeah, but how do I pay the fine? And one man they lifted me. He had a $10 fine for something, and they just literally lifted him up and carried him out of the courtroom, and he never has paid the $10.
Dale and Liz Schultz have been asking the state government questions about the Constitution, and they've paid state taxes on their car with the public office money certificate. So far, they've gotten a lot of letters, but no answers that satisfy them. They're just a few of the thousands of people who've read Tupper's book.
There's some ranchers out in Idaho who are not paying thousands of dollars in property taxes after having read this book. In Indiana, in Montana, all over the country, people are just descending upon these courthouses, and just like on the cover of this book, they're just saying, hey, look, the Constitution says this. Now, by what authority can you make me do otherwise?
While we were with Tupper, a man called from the state of Washington.
Send me another box. I need a box of them. I gave out a box already.
Well, that's good. How about sending me $195 of silver, okay, Ray?
God, I wish I could.
Well, we'll have our day.
Yeah, you're damn right we will.
All right, thanks, Ray.
Mail, you send me them books.
I'll get you them books.
Hey.
Okay, see ya.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye.
Where's he from?
Washington State, big farmer. I think he paid something like a $60,000 tax with a POMC.
Well, a lot of people have told me that, well, you just don't want to get out of paying your taxes. Well, I tell you, it's tougher going this way than it is to go ahead and fork over some money and say, well, sure, here's my taxes. You say, oh, this, sure, I'll go along with it.
I guess I'm anticipating some sort of battle, and I hate it because I don't want to do that. Let me tell you, if they come to my door to tow away my car, I'm going to cry. Not because they're taking my car, but because they might as well be holding a gun to my head. To me, that means I'm not free.
But Tupper's book is about a lot more than just not paying your taxes. This is not a book about how to profit from inflation. In fact, Tupper says if we all follow what's in this book, there won't be any more inflation. When these men met in Philadelphia to write the Constitution, the country was using paper money, printed by the states.
The country was in such a complete disarray and economic shambles. Kidnapping, sexual perversion, rape, looting, dishonesty in business dealings, government corruption, all of the things that are happening today happened then. And George Washington was driven nearly to the brink of a nervous breakdown. And it was over paper money. He couldn't understand it, couldn't comprehend why all these things were going wrong. It was inflation that did it. The people told their delegates, go to Philadelphia and have a convention and come up with an amendment to the Articles of Confederation, come up with a constitution that does away with inflation for all time. And they did, and they came up with a monetary system in our Constitution that consists of gold and silver coin.
All we're asking for basically is a return to the currency that we had in the past, a currency which did not just merely state that this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. What we're asking for is that we have a currency in circulation which is redeemable in gold and silver.
Tell me this, do you regret having written this letter and not pay the tax yet?
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. And that's why I'm not going to do anything yet. I think I'm going to wait until the state makes their next move because I want to just see what happens.